Hey folks, welcome back once again to Harley Day Rider, your good old friend HDR. Back here with you once again in the lovely winter wonderland of Pennsylvania. You know, this time of year, I watch a lot of moto vloggers, and it's funny because if you live in the northern states, right, where we're getting all this cold weather and everything going on right now, we tend to start buying new products. And that's the interesting part. And if you've seen the title of this video, it always gives it away as the title does. But today we're going to be doing an official unboxing of something great, something new, something absolutely going to change and revolutionize my videos and my processing, the way that I produce those for you today. Okay, maybe not that much. Maybe that's an over-exaggeration. But it is going to change the videos somewhat, not dramatically, but I think it's going to bring a new a level of enjoyment for you, the viewer. And I think that's what is really, really important to do. So I received, with the unboxing, we're going to have a box. Yes, folks, it is, like many of you receive, an Amazon box. So what we're going to talk about today is what is in this box. Something I've talked about in my videos for a while, and I've been kicking around the idea, and I said, man, I don't know what I want to do there. Official Harley cup. I said, I don't know what I want to do. I kicked the idea around. It's like, what do I do? What do I buy? And the other day at work, so when you go to work and spend money, kind of an oxymoron, right? We're at work to make money, and I called Mrs. HR. I was like, hey, I got this in the Amazon bin. I'm on my break right now. Can I click buy? And she's like, buy it if you want it, Mr. HDR. And I said, what a wonderful wife. So let's go ahead. We got the handy dandy utility knife, not like Bodine 52. If you watch his video, he uses a chainsaw to cut things open. I'm not going to use a chainsaw. That's a little dangerous, Bodine, but hey, he's the man of the Mail Call Mondays. There you go. Just a nice utility blade. We're going to go ahead and open this box up here. And we'll cut the sides. And we'll try not to cut me. That's very important. And we'll see what's in the box here. Close the utility knife up. Put that away. And let's see if we can get into the box here. Ah, there we go. All right. So what are we unboxing today, folks? Let me tell you what we're unboxing today. This is huge for me. I mean, I usually don't spend a ton of money buying equipment like this, but this, I think, is going to at least add, like I said, some added bonuses for us here. And here we go right here. What is that, did you say? Yes, it is the new Sena 10C Pro. The 10C Pro Edition. Folks, you know that I've used my buddy's Jim's 10C for a while, and I enjoyed it. And I kept saying, you know, if it would do just this, or if it would do just maybe this, I would probably buy it from him. But it didn't do a couple things that I was looking for. And I'm going to go over a couple of these features of what the 10C Pro does. Now, this was in the making. If you watch Sena's, don't say Sena, it's Sena. If you watch Sena's website, this was in the making for like 2 years. They kept saying, hey, we're bringing it out. Hey, we're bringing it out. Coming soon. Coming soon. They even did press releases, and it never came out. Then one day I looked, and it was like, it's for sale. And I'm like, get out of here. And I was able to actually purchase one. And now they are on Amazon. I think Amazon, when I bought this one, had 4 left. And folks, that's a ploy. They do that. It has to be a ploy. We only got 4 left. You better buy it now. They're going to all be gone. But these things will definitely be gone by the time the motor vlogging season starts. These are going to be hot items, and they're going to be flying off the shelves. They're going to be hard to come by. So if you want it, buy it now. In the northern hemisphere, we're not riding our motorcycles. We're not motor vlogging. We are buying equipment. So what makes this better? Well, let's go over a couple things here. Try to get a zoomed in shot here without scaring you too much. We got the Bluetooth version 4.1. We have a unibody design, so it's a nice unibody design there. 1440 QHD video. And it's funny because a lot of you guys are buying the new GoPro 7s. I think it's the 7, and you're saying it has 4K video. And I don't know what the heck Sena did with this. It's not 4K, it's 2K. 2K. Who've ever heard of 2K video? Go try to buy a TV set. I like to have a TV set that's 2K, please. No, they're 4K. It's 1080p or 4K. But Sena decided to go with 2K, which I'm sure it looks brilliant. Let's see here. 125 degrees wide view, so it should give us a nice view on the helmet. Lens rotation up to 30 degrees. Now what that means is, when you put these, this goes obviously on the side of your helmet. You've seen these, right? Just like the camera that I've used for years, folks. This is a wonderful camera also. If you're looking for just a camera to do motovlogging with, the Drift HD line is amazing. It's been with me for all 3 years of motovlogging. I've shot tons and tons of videos, not thousands, you know, HDR. Come on, you're exaggerating. If you look at my channel, like, I don't know, 358 some videos, minus some of the ones I shot with Jim's 10C and some of the GoPro videos. But this camera is remarkable, but it goes on the side of the helmet. When it goes on the side of the helmet, it has a rotating lens also. And the reason the lens rotates is it allows you to get that, you know, you're not riding with your helmet like leaned over. So when you're riding, you know, it's not leaning. You can turn the lens and straighten your view up. That's why that lens turns. All right, let's move on here. I don't want to bore you to death today. Let's see. Bluetooth intercom up to 1.5 kilometers. 1.5 kilometers. I don't know. You can figure out the math on that one. 4-way intercom system, so you can talk with up to 3 other individuals when you're on the road. Smart audio mix. That means it mixes the audio very smartly. I don't get it. Come on, really? A voice prompt. That is what I can't wait to play with. So the idea there is, when you're going down the road, you can say, hey Sena, record video. Video recording. And it record video. Hey Sena, stop recording. Or I can say, hey Sena, camera off. And the camera will turn off. Water resistant for use in inclement weather. So in other words, if it starts raining when you're going down the road, you don't have to pull over and rip this thing off your helmet and throw it in your... I've done it. Believe me, I've done it before just to be safe with these things, with the Senas. But you don't have to do that. Advanced noise control. If you've never used a Sena communicator, and folks, I mean, we got the 20Ss, which you've seen these. Myself and Mrs. HDR have these. They are amazing. Crystal clear audio. Even with Mrs. HDR wearing a 3/4 helmet, I don't get a lot of wind noise. I get her wonderful voice talking to me on the back of the motorcycle. Music sharing. So the 10C Pro will now do music sharing. I think it did that before. Can be used while charging on road trips. Very important. Here's the downside to the 10C. Watch the videos, watch the reviews. I'm sure I'll review this once the weather gets a little nicer, probably in like May or June, maybe July. No, I'm just kidding. You know, I'll probably be out riding. I was going to go out yesterday. It was 27 degrees. So, you know, keep that in mind, because I got that heated gear now. It's like I'm a Hercules. I can go anytime. There is still a lot of salt and sand on the road, so we are backing off right now on that. So, but anyway. But the idea is the battery. If you watch the reviews, the battery life on these, and even when I use the 10C, it is crazy. I think it's normal compared to my Drift HD. You know, you get like 2.5 hours of record time. It does seem to go very fast. And what's nice about the Drift HD is I bought battery packs to change them. For some reason, Sena decided they're going to play a joke on us and not put any interchangeable battery packs in here. Sena, you could have made a fortune, because us motovloggers love buying extra batteries. You lost some money there, but hey, don't ask me. Built-in FM radio tuner with a station scan and a save function. Smartphone app for the iPhone and Android, and firmware upgradable. They're all firmware upgradable. I don't think that's a feature, Sena. That's just what you do. But the smartphone app on this one, they have a wireless connection between this and your phone now, so you can see the angle and you can look at it. You can even put your phone on your handlebars, and you can watch as you're recording going down the road. You can keep watching it and wreck into a tractor trailer truck, something. Don't do that. That's going to be bad. You don't, just get your shot viewed, eye it up, and let it go, right? Do your recording. Not a big deal. if you come back and your recording's off a little bit, adjust the camera a little bit. But you can do it with the smartphone, which is really super cool. The other thing that the Pro does that the 10C doesn't do, the Pro now shoots in 1080p at 60 frames a second. And it also shoots in this 1440p, so it's even a higher resolution. Not that I really shoot in that, to be honest. With the Drift HD, most of my videos you've seen, if you've enjoyed them, you know they look really decent, have been shot at 720p at 60 frames a second. And we've talked about that numerous times. I'm working on camera angles this year for multiple cameras. I'm thinking, and I told Mrs. HR, I want to put 8 cameras around the motorcycle. So when I'm riding down the road, all 8 cameras are... I'm lying. I'm just kidding. That would be cool, though. I did think of having 4 cameras on my helmet. And the reason I wanted to do that is, honestly, that's something I did talk about, was just on the top, have 3 cameras on angles, right? And the front-facing camera, the 10C Pro, will be on this side filming the front. The idea there is, how many times are you riding down the road and you're going, oh, look at that beautiful hillside over there, and you're trying to look over and trying to get the camera to adjust. Wouldn't it be nice if you can just like kind of turn your eyes a little bit and say, hey, look at that beautiful hillside over there, and have a camera filming that way, and man, that was a beautiful house I just passed, or a barn, and have something filming behind you. So that's some thoughts I'm thinking about. So anyway, yep, this is the new 10C Pro. I still got to take it out of here and mount it to my helmet. I will probably do another video and show you that part of it. Here's the problem right now. I have 4 helmets of my own, and I don't know which one I want to mount it on. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I do have my full face helmet, and this is great for in the wintertime. I love this helmet. I've been using it for quite a few times. You can see I got my drift mount on the side here, and see where my remote went right here. And I'm just kind of chit-chat with you today since we haven't talked for a while. There is my Drift HD mount, and I think you've seen the camera on there before. It just simply clicks right on there. I have a little remote wrist strap that we talked about before that goes on my wrist. I also have the front mount here for the GoPro. Let's see here, let's put this on here. So I do have a front mount there that the GoPro camera goes into. And I normally would record with the GoPro, and I would pull my audio off of my Drift HD. So this is going to be replacing the 20S, which, if everything works out, folks, remember, I'm going to be talking about this soon. This 20S single unit will be for sale, and we'll talk about that later going down the road. But my 20S would clip right on there. So the 10C is going to take place of the 20S. And the 10C Pro, honestly, is pretty much a 20S with a camera built into it. So there you have that. And let's see, the other camera that I used, we talked, is the GoPro Hero 3 Plus. And people often ask me, they'll say, hey HDR, where'd my remote go? They'll say, hey HDR, why do you use a Hero 3 Plus? Why don't you buy a 7? Or why don't you have a Hero, you know, a 5S? Or I bought this because I bought the Sena backpack for it, and it didn't work out too well. A lot of you guys use them and you have really good luck. I have not. I had a lot of scratching and hissing with mine, so that's why I sent it back. But I use this pretty much anywhere. It has a little monopod with a little tripod stand on the bottom, so I can set this up and shoot video if you're driving down the road or come around the corner. I can walk around, do interviews with it. So I do like this camera, and you're also going to see this camera playing another role this year. I'm not going to tell you about that right now. We will talk about that later. And what else do I got to tell you about? Oh, so here's the last part of the unboxing. So this is the first part, and this is something, if you have multiple helmets, you may want to do. So this is, as again, the Sena 10C Pro. And folks, so many people on YouTube, I watch these videos, it doesn't come with a micro SD card. Oh my God, it should come with a card for $350. Come on, folks. Are you serious? You're paying $350 for a Sena 10C Pro, and you can't pay another 15 or 20 bucks for an SD card? Are you kidding me? Plus the card they're going to give you with this is going to be a piece of crap. I don't want a card. I don't want a free card because I buy the ultra high speed cards. So don't give me a free card. That's crap. People complain about everything these days. Anyway, I knew that going in. This is the next thing you're going to buy. When you buy any Sena, if you buy the 20S, say, I know most of you folks out there have a couple different helmets that you wear, because when we go on trips, myself and Mrs. HDR wear 3/4 helmets. Folks, we rode to Wyoming. It was 110 degrees. I didn't want to wear a full face helmet. I would have died. And I know a lot of you out there have great full face helmets with airflow. This thing here is not a great helmet. It's okay for doing moto vlogging. That's what I bought it for, but it's not an expensive helmet, trust me. So it has really no airflow. So you want to buy one of these handy dandy items, and they sell these on Amazon, and it's just another clamp kit. So it gives you everything in here. It gives you another set of ear speakers, gives you 2 mounts, and it gives you the 2 mics. So all you have to do then, instead of rewiring your helmets when you want to switch helmets, I just pull the device off of one helmet and I just click it into the other helmet and I'm ready to rock and roll. So always buy an extra one. These are like 40 bucks. For the 10C or for the 20S, maybe a little cheaper. I don't know. It might be about the same price, 40 bucks, but great buy. Make sure you buy an extra set. It's always good to have that also. I hope you do subscribe to the videos this year, this summer. If you're watching the subscribers on my videos, I'm trying to hit the 3,000 mark. Why? Because I want to hit the 3,000 mark, and that would be really, really amazing to do so. I do appreciate everybody subscribing to these videos. I do appreciate everybody watching. I'm very humbled that so many of the great comments I receive from you folks and so much of the positive feedback and the emails. I am very humbled. When I started this little moto vlogging thing some 3 years ago, almost 3.5 years now, roughly, you know, it was nice to get 10 views. I mean, 10 people watching the video was cool, and I was very honored that somebody would want to watch and listen to me riding on the road on my 1200 Sportster, which I loved that motorcycle. It was a great bike. But when Mrs. HDR got in the back, it was not so great for her, if you get my understanding of that one. She just was cramped up and she just didn't really feel comfortable. But yeah, so when I started those videos on the Sportster and I was riding around, I was talking about, and I go back and look at this and I was like, that's kind of weird. And then I bought the Electra Glide Classic, and that was a Mrs. HDR move. She really didn't like motorcycling at the time until we took that first journey across the states, going out west out to Wyoming and Sturgis. Then she got the understanding of why we ride motorcycles, folks. We ride because we want the clean air. You know, she said the smells are so much better. The views are so much more amazing. And she thought she'd be bored in the back, but she puts a camera around her neck and she snaps pictures all day. And we get some amazing photography stuff from Mrs. HDR. And then everybody knows we stepped up this year, or the end of last year, and we picked up the 2018 Road Glide Ultra. Absolutely love the motorcycle. It is actually going in for a recall on the 22nd. A lot of people are still asking, what is that recall? That recall is just the clutch. There's something in the clutch that they have to change out. And from what I hear, it's about an hour job for them to do that. And then they pressure test it and make sure your clutch is okay and is not going to give out on you. Very important. It's only on the 17 and 18 touring models. So if you have one of the touring models, I would believe it's anything from a Road King all the way up. I'm not sure if the Road King's included in there, but check with your dealer. And you should have got a notice in the mail that said, hey, your bike's been recalled. That's scary. You've been out there riding that motorcycle like crazy, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, there's a problem with your motorcycle. You're like, uh-oh, not good. So, but thanks for keeping me in your, in your subscriptions. Thank you for letting these videos pop up saying HDR has something new for you. And I'm very humbled. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this video on the 10C Pro. Remember, listen to my videos, because sooner or later I will be letting that single unit 20S go. I had to say single unit because I did buy it as a dual package, but Mrs. HDR's is staying because she has to get that on her new helmet. So she can talk to me going down the road, and she'll tell anybody, yeah, I love it. I could just go click, and she says she just shuts me off. So if you and your wife, spouse uses them, or maybe you're just somebody getting into Senas, you may just want to buy a single unit, I'll be talking to you about that once I get my new one all set up, make sure everything functions the way I want to, and make sure it works the way I think it should work. So thank you once again. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching the videos. And I will see you back here very soon, hopefully on another video. Hopefully we didn't make this too long. Take care, everybody. Remember, as I always said, this is so critical in your riding experience. Ride your own ride. And that just simply means if you're riding with a group of people and they're doing like bat out of 90, zooming around bends and laying their bikes down and scraping their floorboards, and you're not comfortable, don't do it. Just be patient, ride yourself. You'll get there one day. One day you'll be an Evel Knievel and you'll be zipping down through them bends. And if you never do, fine. And it also means if there's a car pushing behind you and there's a place to pull off safely, pull your motorcycle over and let them go around you. Don't try to, I'm going to outrun this car and get that road rage. Road rage on a motorcycle will kill you. Big difference than road rage in a car. But you can drive, and if you smash into something, you're probably going to be, you know, at least safer than on a motorcycle. So be careful out there getting road rage on your motorcycle. Very powerful machines. Thanks. Again, ride your own ride. Be safe out there. I will talk to you next time. Get a zoomed in thing here of the hat. There you go. Harley Day Ride's going to be down and out in the cold, cold, chilled area, waiting for another 4 inches of snow tonight in southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now, everybody.